Hi, we're on again, and I'm going to show you the completion of an approach I started earlier and turn this around and show you where we're at. We're just approaching Perry now. We were back in this area somewhere, and I cut that part of our journey out, and the autopilot's set for 4,000 feet. We're going to reset that here in a bit when we get past our waypoint of Perry. Perry, it's showing us at 4,000, and we can descend to 2,000 after we come over Hagee, and that should be about when our glide slope intercepts. We are headed toward Perry at 76 degrees, and we got 1.6 miles to go, and then we'll be needing to turn, and we'll get that notification on our instruments here. It should come across on the Garmin 530, where there it's starting to flash here. It says to turn left to 346 in very few seconds, so 346 is right about here, right here. And now we are starting our turn, and we'll start our descent here now, and let's change our altitude to 2,000 and shut our altitude off and descend down at 500 feet a minute. Arm it. There we go. Set for 2,000. So now we're starting down. You can see our altitude is leaving the 4,000, descending down, and we're turning to our heading of 340. Once we get in line with Perry, which is on our moving map here, and our course indicator shows we're coming in line with the course as we slowly turn to our inbound heading of 346. We're making a slow turn as the needles are coming together right here. And we're descending down from 3,700 down to our altitude of 2,000, which is before we get to Hagee. And Hagee is about 2 miles from us now, and then we continue straight in, and after Hagee we can stay there at 2,000 till we intercept the glide slope, which should be, well, we could descend down to 1,700, or we can just intercept our glide slope after we pass Hagee, Hagee, however you say it. And we'll increase our size of our map a little bit so we can see where we're going there. Yeah, on our heading, coming down through 3,000. We'll keep our descent going here, maybe speed it up a little bit. And arm that. I increased our descent rate here.
Altitude.
Coming within 2,000 feet of our altitude. Final approach fix is Paimda. And there our glide slope is coming in. And we want to slow our descent speed up. We'll arm that. And we'll definitely level off at 2,000 feet. And then we can intercept our glide slope, which is coming in here. We have our power set at 2,000 RPMs. We can come in with 1 notch of flaps, 10 degrees of flaps. 90 knots is the speed we want for our approach. And we're looking for an altitude of 560 feet. Got to watch out for those mountains. There's plenty of mountains around here that we can see on our map. It's a couple 3,000 feet right off our right side. We got a mountain there that's 3,000 foot tall. Now we're leveling off at our, and we're gonna intercept our approach. Doing 90, almost 90 knots, descending now. We're on our localizer glide slope. Here's our moving map again. Coming into Anchorage, Alaska. On our short final. We got about 2.5 miles left to go. Landing on runway 34 in Anchorage, Alaska, in Palmer Airport. This is a Class C airport, and it's in a very short while here. We're going to see the runway. We see nothing right now. It's low IFR, and we would have to go a missed approach right here. So I'm going to put it on freeze and talk. Well, not yet. No, let's keep going here. I was about ready to go missed approach, but I don't have to yet. We can go all the way down to 560 feet. 560 feet right here. And we're just coming down to 1,200 feet. So we're going to continue our approach, and we're on our glide slope. We're on our localizer, which means we have alignment with the runway. And we're coming down at a glide slope that's predictable. We're coming right down on this particular line right here, down into the airport right here.
Altitude.
Okay, we got 1,000. We got it. We're at 1,000 feet, and we're descending now. And I can actually see some ground here. We can see some ground coming into Palmer, Alaska. If I look out the window here, I can see it better. And here we come, here we come. Down, looking for 560 feet right here. And if we weren't going to see the airport at that point, we'd have to do a go around. But I'm pretty sure we'll be able to see it at 560 feet. There it is. There's our lights. And I'm going to have to land one-handed, I think. We'll come with full flaps, and we'll shut our autopilot off. And so we land without that. I'm gonna pull the power off. There we go. Done.